It's that time of the month again, fellas. Time for yet another Patreon-funded rapid-fire skin review, once again done by What? Someone else got the spot? How many guns were pointing at his head? Yeah, so for the first time ever, this Patreon-funded rapid-fire skin review is brought to you by Kitrit. And today, he wanted me to talk about PsyOps. The lore of PsyOps is a bit vague, but from what we understand, it's comprised of two groups of psychically empowered super soldiers deployed on missions dealing with the strange and supernatural. There's the rogue and evil villains, the Black Rose group, as well as our heroes of the story, Psychic Operations, or PO. It should also be known that, yes, this does take place in the same universe as Arctic Ops, just 40 years into the future, meaning that in this world of psychically enhanced warriors and bioweapons, the military just had a normal-ass grizzly bear within their ranks. It's just like real life. I was anxious about reviewing these skins though, because dude, I really don't like these ones. I just find them so bland, and on top of that, they're the origin point for events being about nothing other than a truckload of skins. Speaking of a truckload of skins, we had a lot to go through, don't we? So I suppose we should start this off with the Black Rose group in PsyOps Kale. Self-described savior, yada yada, unyielding justice, yada yada, good and evil are black and white, yada yada. It's the same old Kale we know, just now she's flying in a literal glass house. And flying on wings of psychic energy, be able to fly via psychic powers, what the hell do you even need wings for? Just mucking up your aerodynamics, bro. But yeah, you can probably tell I'm not a really big fan of this skin, although I'm not a really big fan of any of Kale's skins. Although if you do want a good one, take Pentakill 1, Sun Eater, or hell, Iron Inquisitor is half the price. Get any of those instead. Tanzanite is the best chroma, 4 out of 10. PsyOps Pike. Both Shen and Pike's psychic powers are being able to communicate with the dead, but where Shen is doing just fine and dandy, Pike has gone completely insane! It still doesn't explain why he can actually go ghost, but hey, the skin's quite nice. A full face bandana instead of just a mask is a nice change, and personally, out of all the champions in this skin line, he rocks this aesthetic second best. Obsidian is the best chroma by a country mile, 7 out of 10. Also, if you guys didn't know, like Kai'Sa on Aatrox, Pike also has a Control 5 toggle. It's the particle effects on his dagger. On this skin, it just does a small little burst of particle effects. It doesn't even stay, so at this point, I think even they know it's stupid. PsyOps Samira. Samira's early skin, and as is customary some of the time, this also means it has a few unique voice lines.
The term PsyOps, short for Psychic Operations. My name's Samira, short for styling on idiots.
But she's yet another psychic user using guns and weapons, although I guess it explains what her wind wall is, but I mean, normal Samira can block projectiles just out of pure skill, so I guess we know which one of them's actually stronger. To me, PsyOps Samira just makes her kind of boring, and that's the last thing Samira should be. Obsidian is the best chroma, 4 out of 10. PsyOps Zed, also known as the Gas Can Man. Alright, I'll take it the shoebox slicer was already taken, consuming a vile liquid that allows him to clone himself for better assassinations. But in despite of that, all of his particle effects are the same aesthetic as the rest of the PsyOps skins, so I don't know, man. Zed skins nearly always feel uninspired to me. It's not always the case, but he's just kind of one of those champions, right? He kind of just gets thrown in skin lines just because he's popular. Plus, Riot finally made a skin line where Zed and Shen are in it together, and they didn't do anything with it? Anything? Sandstone is the best chroma, 4 out of 10. PsyOps Victor. Moving on to Psychic Operations, we start with PsyOps Ezreal. He's a young hotshot and the newest recruit of the elite PsyOps unit. His overinflated ego has successfully annoyed the rest of his team to the point where they just direct him towards hard targets and half hope he winds up dead. I will say out of this whole bunch, he is one of the few that actually works in this skin line for me, more along the lines of psychic powers we see in fiction. I'm specifically thinking of Pokemon with big old purple blasts. There's a glaring weakness to the skin though. What the fuck is that haircut? It's spiky in so many of his other skins. Hell, it's spiky in his prestige version, but how come here it looks like they layered 4 autumn leaves on top of each other? It's better than the others, to be sure, but it's not really anything special either. 6 out of 10. With the prestige skin, I like only slightly better. 6.5 out of 10. PsyOps Vi. Okay, seriously, what am I looking at? Psychically enhancing your punches. Okay, so I'll assume your gauntlets are entirely energy-based, comprised of psychic power? No, they're just normal-ass gauntlets with bullets strapped all over them. Do you psychically shoot those bullets from the gauntlets? No, they're just there for aesthetics, same with the ones along her arms and along her belt. Like, what the fuck? This skin makes no goddamn sense. Granite is the best chroma, 3 out of 10. PsyOps Master Yi. What could possibly be more psychically powered than punching people in the face? Why, using a plain old sword, of course. This one gives me the same vibes as Vi does. It's just designed to look cool, but makes no sense whatsoever if you think about it for more than 2 seconds. I'd also like to mention that I've been heavily spoiled by LOR's incarnation of Yi's face, cause like, who the fuck is that supposed to be? Hunter is the best chroma, 3.5 out of 10. PsyOps Shen. Like Pike, he's connected to the dead world, specifically the phantom of a young boy. Who is this young boy? His brother? His son? His Kane? I don't fucking know, and neither does the storyline, because they didn't bother to explain it. As for the actual skin, though, something about this is just kind of gross. It's like you're trying to do ninja, modern military, and ghosts and shells all at the same time, and it just doesn't work. Obsidian is the best chroma, because it gives him actual armor, 4 out of 10.
Good job.
PsyOps Sona. Yes! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what I'm talking about. To no surprise, the legendary skin is the best one of the bunch, but it's truly astonishing just how much better it is. I especially love the pre-level 6 form. With no real movement in her body, it really sells that all this power does actually come from her mind. A bit less in her evolved state with all the wavy hand movements, but Mewtwo does it as well, so I'll give it a pass. I kind of wish this had just been a one-off legendary skin like Dunkmaster Darius, because honestly, it really does stand on its own, and the rest of these are just kind of... Hunter's the best chroma, 9.5 out of 10. Overall, PsyOps gets a 4 out of 10 for me. In my opinion, most of these are incredibly weak, with only one truly exceptional addition and a couple others that are just kind of average. I don't know if we're ever going to get any more of these skins in the future, but judging how they didn't immediately turn it into a yearly series like most of the other new skin lines, I think it might be some time until we see from this universe again. But those are my thoughts. What do you fellas think of PsyOps? Do you agree with my distaste for them, or are you a big fan of this aesthetic? Be sure to let me know down in the comments. And oh wait, there won't be a new video next week, fellas. I'm going to take some time to recharge the old batteries, and I got a lot of fucking university work to do. But until next time, I'll see you in the next video.